All right, here's a quick video because I didn't find a whole lot of them for this model. Right, I'll put it in the description. But there was a lot of stuff online about springs and all this other stuff, and that we were basically getting a constant UL error, you know, unbalanced load every single time we would do when it would get to the fast spin cycle to dry. So easy enough, not even disconnecting it from power or anything, even though, you know, you could if you're a cautious person, but I like to live dangerously. Here it is. Boom, pry it up. It says something about pulling forward. I don't know if it's because over time it was never done properly, but I can just pry up on ours. They say pull forward a ½ inch and then you can lift, but with a screwdriver or something, you pry up, you know, don't scratch it too much, even though ours is a little bit older anyway. You lift it up. So, because I did not move it, if you move it far enough back, you can tape the top. But for me, I'm going to treat it like a car hood and use this nice wire to hold the lid up for me, right? Basically, all you have to do is pull this off, which I've already done before. Then I use some silicone grease to make the hose nice and easy. And then there are these little tabs everywhere, right? Tab, there are basically 2 per side plus the one on the main. So you just start lifting them off. Lift, 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 and this should be the last one. And then you can lift this cover off, which is great. So our problem was, over time, small garments like, you know, socks or maybe tiny, very sexy underwear slid up and over here, right? And I thought that the main tub is what spins. It's not. This is the outer drum. This is the actual drum, right? So this is what spins. So basically, they got in there into the side. So when it starts doing high speed, it throws it off balance entirely because it's obviously suspended, so the weight needs to be even. So at that point, what I did was I took you can use probably a hanger and bend a hook onto the end, but I made myself a thing out of some wire that we had from a romantic welding project I had back in the day. Then I just dropped it down here, fished around, and I found 2 pair of underwear, 3 socks, and so then I ran a load of towels in the hopes that it was fixed and it kicked out the error. It got a lot further than it normally does, but it kicked out the error again. And then I figured with centripetal force, I had a feeling that maybe there was more. I looked again and there were 2 more socks. I just did a test run and we're golden now. So that's probably what your problem is if it's not a mechanical issue. And I mean, we're talking about a relatively old unit, old model, but it still works flawlessly, still very clean where it needs to be, you know? So no point in changing it for no reason. So do that, you know, clip everything back into place after the fact. You probably do it one-handed, I guess. Here we go. And you can tell, because you'll need this outlet where the hose is, obviously. You'll tell which way it went because it's a different design, right? And then you just clip into place. Clip, 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 clip. Hose back on. I can even do the clamp by hand, although I do have the strength of Goliath, so you may need pliers. They say you can use a flathead to get around these, but I found you could do them yourself by hand. Clip, 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 and we're clipped. So totally clipped, hoses back on. We can take our hood strut back out. I lubed these up just because I like to lube stuff up. Make it easier to pry it off next time. There we go. Put a little silicone grease. Boom. And you should be good to go.